EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
A give running left, McAllister. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
The Steelers had 7-4 on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them, and I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
First carry for Najee Harris.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
Johnson, the man in motion right.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down.
He's just set. 11 MT, take. 11 Thomas. 12.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
12.
Burrow on third down. And that is incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Gun. Stop. 11. Stop.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase
With touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got it to Williams. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Deontay Johnson, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Bengals drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 1, ready?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
12, 12, 12.
Running left, it's Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And they go play action now. Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
Burrow on play action. The 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. From 13 yards out. And the Bengals have moved out in front.
That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, you do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them first.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So on fourth down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Boswell's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Gun.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
11, MT, tight. 11.
Play action. It's Burrow. Pass complete to Akers on the out route. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
12.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Get set. 11 MT.
They'll run with Mixon, and he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Johnson's got it complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now back to throw. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
11, 11 MT. 12, 12, 12.
They go play action with Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
11 MT. 11 MT. 11 MT. Take. 11 MT. Take. 11, 11.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
11 Thomas. 12.
Now Burrow. Flush to his right. Toward the pylon, caught. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here we go.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
They'll throw now on the final play. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard.
As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
They will throw on first down with Burrow.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 23 yards on the play.
His tremendous season passing the football, it continues, Charles. That last throw puts him over 4,000 yards now on the year.
And he's still got the rest of November and all of December still to play. So to me, 5,000 yards, very much in play.
Here we go.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 38.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Gun.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Now it's Burrow. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Well, the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this third and long.
12.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
On one, ready?
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21.
11-90, 11-90, 11-11.
Again, it's Burrow.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
Touchdown!
Jamar Chase
With his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. In motion comes the tight end left.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 59 yards.
We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, don't fumble the football.
11 Thomas.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow rolling to his right.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 34.
He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Second and 11. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue. They'll look to throw here. He'll let it fly for Austin. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Gun.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
I'm one, ready?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
11.
Play action, it's Burrow. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Nixon will try the right side. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Here we go, here we go.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
11.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
11, Thomas.
Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Brandon Ayuk, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
19 tight. Go check. Check smash. Buffalo 18. Corey 17. 19 right.
2nd and 2. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bengals are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration is settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time. But now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Here we go. 11, Thomas.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
12.
Burrow on play action. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
11 MT, Tate.
And they go play action now. Burrow. They'll roll him out right.
This one caught downfield by Higgins.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And Burrow going to throw again. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 1, ready?
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
11 mighty. 11. 11.
They go play action with Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Steelers are going to have it here just past the 25. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Cincinnati, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.